Hi, good evening. This is Srinivas here, and welcome back to my show, Musings on the BGT, the third test, which is going to commence tomorrow at Indore, is going to create a lot of expectations from an Australian fan perspective and overconfidence and exuberance from an Indian fan that they will steamroll Australia in the third test too, because it seems to be another red soil pitch like what you saw in Nagpur. There is not much of a difference weather condition wise between Indore and Nagpur because they are not very far away from a geographical perspective, but from a perspective of what kind of cricket you can expect in a small stadium like Indore depends upon the rehashed and different kind of an Australian team with so many changes, including the captain, has certain questions as a spectator. Number one, is this Australian team has done damage control by desperately looking for those kind of players to be drafted into the 11 so that they can stay relevant in the series, or to make it more competitive they are hell bent on coming back very strong into the series, which looks most of the time it looked probably not possible. Then there might be too many changes in the Australian team this time because at least I expect some 3 to 4 changes in the playing 11. 4 changes in a playing 11, it's as good as saying that it's a new team which will be fielded with some common players left over from the last game. What are the kind of reserves that Australia are looking at? Cameron Green in the middle and Travis Head at the top, and you will have Labushan and Steve Smith, the captain, and you have with from the spinners, the three spinners who played, who gets dropped? Murphy, the left-hand spinner Kuhneman, who gets dropped? Who comes in their place? Will Boland come back? Will it be all the three spinners still playing in this 11? Too many questions to be asked. Do you really require do you really require three spinners from an Australian perspective when you have Travis Head and Labushan can also uh, turn a few. Steve Smith can bowl leg spin. There are too many questions in the Australian team selection and the playing 11. We know that Stark is going to come back and is going to replace Pat and is hell bent on playing tomorrow. And Cameron Green comes either in place of Renshaw, and I don't think that Hanscom will be dropped because of his that 70 plus not out innings in the previous game. So there seems to be quite a lot of questions to be answered from a spectator point of view regarding the playing combination. But really, spectator is bothered about who plays there? I don't think so. Spectator is more bothered to see more competitive cricket in this series. This series looked like a templated series where Australia gets bowled out, then India puts up a decent score, then Australia comes back and collapses in a couple of sessions. Come on, this is not cricket. This is not competitive cricket. Where is the competition? Where is that fight? Where is that resilience? Where is that demonstration of all the skills that we talk about, which a test cricketer has to have to succeed at the international level? So, somewhere we need to ask these questions as a spectator. And the 22 who are going to take the field, whoever they are, will they entertain the spectators, or will they create a kind of a stress kind of a situation on the field where the batsmen are struggling to score runs, low scoring games, and quick fall of wickets, and not many meaningful attacking, counter attacking strategies? Seems to be everything going through a template. Somebody wants something a different kind of a approach, because if you approach the games the same way as you have done in the last two, then this time you will not see the spectator enthusiasm, because he's not getting the thrill out of watching you guys, because you are sticking to a template. It is like expecting a pace bowler bowling the same length continuously, tirelessly from one end for a long period of time. Yes, genuinely they might be economical and all that, but as long as that bowler in that spell doesn't generate the kind of wickets that he is supposed to take, because as a bowler you are supposed to take wickets, not contain runs alone. Containing runs doesn't mean that you do not attack the batsman with the right kind of field placings and then try to get him out. So it's a very strange kind of a perspective for the spectators especially. It is strange perspective for the simple reason that you are coming to watch a good competitive cricket, and one team very meekly submits itself in one session. Then, well, what are we watching? Is there thrill in watching a one-sided match? I don't think so. So somewhere things have to be underlined twice by all the 22 on the field, that we have the right intent and the right aggression to bounce back any time during the game. Unfortunately, when you look at both the teams, I do not see that kind of a josh that can be that can be built up into the players. Why is it so? Because if you really look at the percentage of cricket that which has happened in the Border Gavaskar Trophy so far, is not even 12 sessions in a series, in a test match. In a series, probably they were kind enough to allow X number of, they have allowed some X number of things to be done in a given point of time. But those X kind of things that the Australia wants to do as a change in their approach may not still win you spectators, because at the end of the day, if you are doing a catch-up game with India, with their spin department, I know that you will defend more and you will attack less. So there is something, a mismatch there, which I cannot really see through and think what next is going to happen. I still feel England, Australia, or New Zealand, for that matter, if these were to be the teams, anybody, 9 out of 10 times, or in some cases even 10 out of 10, for Australians, both for their resilience and ability to stay calm during pressure situations. History does not side with any other team regarding runouts as many as India does, right? Any other point of view that I want to bring in, I'll be able to do it tomorrow morning because I'm too tired today. So probably I will do a better recap video tomorrow and I will replace this video. Thank you. Good night.